My shout out today goes to, quite rightfully, TH31. He's been in the community conscience a lot recently because of a video he collaborated with Vortex on, but the fact of the matter is that video is a perfect illustration of just how beyond the scope of a normal GD YouTuber his content is. It was meticulously edited, brilliantly scripted, and his research was simply mind-blowing. He deserves a lot more than the 2,700 subscribers he has now, so check him out before the video begins and give him the sub that he's most definitely earned.
Top story.
Literally within 30 fucking minutes of the last G-News episode being released, Celestial Force, a megacollab hosted by Mindcap and featuring Gaiden Hurtney, was verified by its fairly unknown creator Dagger. Celestial Force was a megacollab unveiled around the time Mindcap was really starting to take off, and it was highly anticipated for its great song and good design. The level, which quickly received the nickname of Novelist on Steroids, is a tough Waivve and duel level that is incredibly fast-paced. It was an extreme demon expected to rank highly on the demons list, and it already has. Once verified, the level was rated within a week and has been added at 14th place on the demons list, one place above Stalemate Redux. The level was originally meant to be verified by Temperum, who's now known as That Jake, after he returned to the game and he seemed to be looking forward to the challenge. However, he quickly dropped this while starting to find GD and Extreme Demons unenjoyable again. Consequently, Mindcap gave the opportunity to Dagger, who had less than 200 subscribers at the time. He's now quickly on his way to 1,000, and his biggest achievement to date has already been recognised by RobTov and serves as the latest extreme challenge to break into the top 50. At the moment, GD is anybody's game. With Diamond Splash, Sonics and Scullo no longer grinding out the demons, who the first victor of this level may be still remains to be seen. Dagger, who is now a moderator on the Demons list, has turned his attention to the Demons list megacollab being hosted by the team of one of GD's most important exterior operations. This level doesn't have much history yet, and everything is ahead in the future, so for now we'll just have to sit tight and see how this level manifests itself within the community. But for now we could just be glad that such a good looking, difficult megacollab was actually revealed and completed within a 5-month period, something you don't really tend to see nowadays. As for Mindcap, well, it's likely he'll continue focusing on his other projects, Breakout Redux and Gamma's upcoming sequel Sigma to be precise. As for Celestial Force, well, who knows what impact this level will have on the community. All we know for now is that the level is out now and you should go and play it.
Also in the news.
Hyper Paracosm and Arctic Lights, two of End Level's most controversial unrated levels he released, are set to be re-verified and uploaded by two other relevant players and victors in order to recover a slim chance of them being rated. It has been over 5 months since Hyper Paracosm was verified, and for its difficulty it became extremely controversial that it was left unrated by RobTop. It ended up becoming 2.1's Wacropolix, a flagship extreme demon left unrated used against RobTop. While we waited to see the resolve, End Level joined forces with the original Hyper Paracosm host and collaborated to make Arctic Lights, a sequel that was much harder and better designed, in the hopes that it could act as a catalyst for both levels to be rated. He claimed to have verified it last month, though there were questions about the final version, with End Level switching between nerfs, buffs and apparently cutting the level short on his part, but this was all speculation. Regardless, this didn't get rated either, and the revelation a few days ago that End Level probably hacked everything in his 2.1 dynasty of achievements hasn't helped the case one bit. Now, both levels will have zero chance of getting rated on his account, and they've been picked up by other people. Hyper Paracosm will be re-verified by That Jake after he returns from his trip to France, he announced. This came about during his supposed quitting of the game after he beat the level under a fake alias, as the true champion of Circles levels that he is. With him already having beaten this level, it probably won't take him long. Someone else who is a rising champion of Circles levels is Metalface221, who, since returning to the game with a new mindset, is absolutely steamrolling Extreme Demons. He announced on his channel that he would legitimately re-verify Arctic Lights on his account if he could. He also confirmed in his short run from the 60% region to 100 that Arctic Lights is indeed top 3 worthy, so we will definitely be around in the mix with Bloodlust and Plasma Pulse Finale should Metalface manage to complete it and get it rated, however unlikely. These ventures shed glimmers of hopes onto two levels that looked as if they were going nowhere fast, and with them having been a talking point as unrated levels for so long, we may finally get the opportunity to see them both as rated extreme demons in GD.
In other news.
Waivve, an up-and-coming starlet of GD who quit mysteriously out of the blue shortly after starting to gain some hyper fan support, has returned to GD and cleared the air, while slaying loads of new demons. In his video, he confessed that he was actually forced by his parents to quit, and that he said his life would be more enjoyable without the game to convince himself as much as anyone else. But he claims that they have now calmed down and there's no more reason to hide away from the game. So he's returned in a big way, beating 80 Marble, MB, and now he's progressing extremely fast on Zyro Carby. He's also uploaded his part for the Demons List Mega Collab, and GD is generally keeping him quite busy. He's also announced that he is racing with Merq to verify Breakout Redux, and the competition there could lead to a very fast verification, so generally positive news and vibes all around where Waivve is concerned. TehTactiq, the creator of Stalemate Redux and the original creator of the megacollab Breakout Redux, has announced he is leaving YouTube for the time being for military service. Military service is a mandatory requirement where young men of a certain age have to go through military training. TehTactiq is from Finland, one of the last European countries aside from Greece to have national services law. Away from YouTube, he says he won't quit GD entirely, but he'll have barely any time and will not be able to upload on his channel. This is a real shame, but a great opportunity for him just as much as it is a scary one. He was already away when the video explaining everything went live, so I'm sure you'll join me in keeping him in your thoughts, as it's probably going to be a grueling process for him as much as anything.
Upcoming level news.
Instinct, the third and final chapter in the series of predominantly American-made megacollabs that has seen Valor and Mystic already released, has been confirmed to be alive under new management after the previous host, Endlevel, disappeared from YouTube amidst a flurry of accusations. Instinct was revealed by Endlevel at the end of 2017 and looks set to forgive all of Mystic's flaws after the community generally rejected Valor's sequel. Endlevel had been aiming to make the level within the top 5, and it soon started to drum up attention when a striking controversy by CS Pixel occurred, a player who managed to convince YouTube to strike on behalf of his faked Mystic sequel. However, this was rectified and people were hoping this level could gain some traction, but alas, we've heard nothing. After Endlevel quit, this was the main level next to Demos to have questions over its future, but the team behind it have now confirmed that Chorp is the new host, and they will find out soon if Crazy wants to take over the role of verifier. If not, they will find a new one shortly. Regardless, it's great to hear that this level is alive and progress is coming along nicely. Hopefully we can see some public activity in the near future. Nobleboy is getting closer and closer on Eclipsed and Bionox's unique purple collab Extreme Demon Singularity. Singularity was the first level Nobleboy, who has now announced that he's quit Demonless Demons, picked up off the back of his Bloodlust victory. Many anticipate it to be in the top 20, and he's recently given us a lot of food for thought by getting 96%. This was initially going to be delayed while Nobleboy focused all his attention on the now completed God Eater, but he's had a change of heart and made the right decision to verify this and Falter Voteac 2 first, out of respect for how long the respected hosts of each level have been waiting. Singularity is a very exciting level and one of my favourite levels I've seen that is upcoming, so let's hope Nobleboy can finally verify this for the first big level he's beaten since Bloodlust almost 5 months ago. Sugaiesta's old hyped layout for a new number 1 demon, Cimmerian Shade, is nearing completion according to its decorator Azula. Cimmerian Shade was revealed by Gaiesta over a year ago and attracted over 300,000 views to the layout. However, there was a constant looming uncertainty over its future. Earlier on this year, Gaiesta revived the project and opened a creator contest for it, which he eventually cancelled only a few days later due to unforeseen circumstances. In March, it was given to Azula, who Gaiesta has worked with on a number of projects, the most notable one being Hatred. On my server a few days ago, Azula claimed that the level was almost finished save for one background and a few visual fixes and gameplay balancing. As for the verifier, well, that no longer lies with Gaiesta, it would seem. Instead, it will allegedly be verified by TehTactiq, the player who just verified the Gamma update, and one of GD's most active new upcoming players. C said this level has some of the hardest timings he'd ever seen, and so this will definitely be up and around the top, and will be TehTactiq's hardest achievement for sure. While Azula has told us not to get our hopes up for a full run anytime soon, we should not expect to have to wait another year for progress to be publicised again.
Top 50 news.
As forecasted, the Demons list has been incredibly active this week on account of their latest live podcast they occasionally run to discuss placements. But before we talk about the list, let's talk about the megacollab. Several mods and helpers, Dagger included, have uploaded parts for an alleged Demons list megacollab. We don't know much about this yet, but one participant did reveal some information. Nepesta claimed that there are over 20 list editors making gameplay for this, and it will be an extreme demon. No surprises there. Aquatius is in charge of managing the collab and recruiting decorators. This will be an interesting one to watch with a unique song named Contradiction by the former number 1 player Luna Sming. The difficulty is estimated to be between 20th and 40th placed. Anyways, onto the list. The new addition this week is Celestial Force, heading up at 14th place, pushing Stalemate Redux to 15th. This comes after Factory Realm X was lowered from 13th down to 15th, but now sits at 16th place. Delta Interface is up 2 places to 22nd, and Quanta Processing received a mild boost up to 25th. Many called for analysis on the top 3, but this has been postponed due to their gameplay styles being so drastically different that they cannot be compared. An interesting development here is that Kadraga City, a current top 10 extreme demon, has been claimed to be overrated by loads of its victors and progress making players, so in the future it looks set to be moved down, though it hasn't been moved down yet. Elsewhere, Cataclysm is down to 83rd, and Dark Rainbow Rebirth is onto the Legacy list. The only Team N2 level left in the top 50 now is A Bizarre Phantasm, which anchors at the foot of the main list at 50th. As for the stats viewer, well, nothing really new here, but 5th place Waivve has returned to the game as previously mentioned, so it looks like he could start to make up some ground towards Wuxi in 4th. Technical is also making gains, he's now up to 7th.